big one we are awaiting today. And so is Maruti, which will be reporting first quarter numbers as well. Sonia is joining in with the key expectations. Sonia, so everyone's waiting to see the pulse of the consumer on the discretionary side. What's the expectation?
So it's expected to be a good quarter this time around, largely because of a couple of things. Demand has come back, supply chain issues have eased, as well as, you have a slew of new launches. The festive season demand was there. So all of that put together will ensure that Maruti reports a decent set of numbers. We're expecting a revenue growth of 23% at about 32,670 odd crores. Now, the volume growth has been just 5.5% year on year, but it's the realizations which have gone up by almost about 16% because of the price hikes that the company undertook to pass on the higher raw material costs and the emission norm costs to the customers. And that price hikes will result in a higher realizations by about 15% quarter on quarter. For Maruti, if you look at it this time around, the expectation is, of course, on the demand front, we're expecting demand to pick up. But even if you look at the EBITDA margins, a couple of things: favorable product mix, price hikes, and operating leverage benefits. The volume growth, though, if you look at it just on a growth parameter, has slowed down to single digits. So in Q3, the growth was about 8.5%. In Q2, it was 36% year on year. And in Q4, it will be just about 5.4% overall. Now, that brings us to the big question of whether, the normalized growth will be in low single digits. The management has said that the industry itself will grow just about 5 to 7% in FY24. So in that context, there is a slowdown compared to what we've seen in the preceding quarter. But the preceding quarter was also, preceding year was also about the pent-up demand coming through, etc. So commentary is keenly awaited. And because of the slowdown that we've seen in growth in general, the stock has not done much. It's absolutely flat this year. But Q4 numbers will look good. Back to you.
Thank you very much for that. So realization driving the growth for Maruti. Let's slip into a very short break. Our focus on earnings will continue. Key expectations from some of the mid-cap IT companies due to declare their numbers today, like L&T Technology, KPIT, Tanla.